Napoleon Hill famously taught that our thoughts possess immense power. Thoughts become things. This profound yet simple idea underpins every success story throughout history. According to Hill, whatever dominates your mind will eventually manifest in your reality. It's a universal truth that the mind, when properly focused, attracts circumstances and opportunities aligned with our dominant thoughts. Consider the life of Henry Ford, a man who envisioned affordable automobiles at a time when cars were exclusively for the wealthy. Despite ridicule, skepticism, and immense obstacles, Ford clung firmly to his belief. His persistent, focused thinking translated into relentless action, ultimately revolutionizing transportation and making him one of the wealthiest industrialists of his era. Similarly, Andrew Carnegie, who began as a poor immigrant working menial jobs, became one of the richest men in history. His success began in his mind, visualizing clearly what he desired long before achieving it. Thomas Edison, too, used the power of focused thought to overcome repeated failures, famously stating, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," before inventing the practical electric light bulb. These remarkable examples illustrate that our thoughts profoundly shape our belief systems. Beliefs, once formed, directly influence our daily habits. Positive beliefs cultivate constructive habits, such as perseverance, discipline, and optimism, which inevitably lead to successful actions. Conversely, negative thoughts can breed doubt, hesitation, and self-sabotage, hindering our potential. Ultimately, actions repeated consistently become outcomes. Your life today, your financial situation, relationships, and achievements, is a direct reflection of your dominant thoughts yesterday. Napoleon Hill's teachings emphasize that mastering your mind requires intentional practice. Begin consciously directing your thoughts toward your desired outcome. Visualize clearly what you seek to achieve, hold on to it with unwavering faith, and your mind will naturally guide you to take inspired actions. The message is clear: take control of your thoughts, for they shape every facet of your existence. Embrace Hill's wisdom, knowing that as you nurture empowering thoughts, your external reality will shift in remarkable ways, unlocking doors to wealth, happiness, and success you previously only dreamed possible. Napoleon Hill emphasized that having a clear, specific goal, or a definiteness of purpose, is the very foundation of achieving lasting success. According to Hill, aimlessness is the enemy of accomplishment. Without a clearly defined objective, people drift through life, easily swayed by circumstances rather than directing their own paths. Think of your definite purpose as your internal compass. It guides your decisions, focuses your energy, and aligns your actions toward meaningful outcomes. Consider your own life. Have you ever experienced periods of confusion, uncertainty, or frustration because your objectives were vague or constantly changing? Without clarity, you spend valuable energy chasing distractions or opportunities that don't truly align with your deeper desires. Hill teaches that definiteness of purpose provides clarity, reduces indecision, and strengthens your resolve, creating a powerful mindset essential for navigating challenges and seizing opportunities. For example, if your definite purpose is financial independence, every decision, from your career choices to your daily habits, becomes easier to make because you clearly understand where you're headed. If your goal is to positively impact others, your daily interactions and plans naturally reflect your commitment. Definiteness of purpose doesn't limit your possibilities, rather, it sharpens your focus, ensuring every step forward serves your ultimate vision. But how can you identify your own definite purpose? Begin by asking yourself, what am I deeply passionate about? What excites me and brings me fulfillment? Hill encourages self-reflection. Take time to write down your answers. Next, consider your natural talents, skills, and the contributions you want to make to society. What legacy do you wish to leave behind? The intersection of your passion, skills, and impact will reveal your definite purpose. Once identified, write your purpose down clearly and concisely. Read it aloud each day, embedding it firmly in your mind until it becomes part of your subconscious. Let it guide your daily decisions, shaping your priorities and habits. With your purpose clearly defined, you'll find a powerful clarity that propels you toward your goals with certainty, passion, and unwavering determination, just as Napoleon Hill promised. Napoleon Hill emphasized that maintaining a positive mental attitude, PMA, is a vital ingredient in the recipe for success. Life inevitably presents challenges, setbacks, and difficulties, yet your attitude determines whether these obstacles become stepping stones or roadblocks. Hill firmly believed that your mental attitude shapes your reality, influencing the quality of your relationships, career progress, and personal fulfillment. When you approach life with positivity, you naturally attract favorable circumstances, supportive relationships, and opportunities. Conversely, negativity often breeds pessimism, stagnation, and missed possibilities. Your mental attitude sets the stage for your response to life's inevitable challenges. A PMA doesn't ignore problems; instead, it reframes them into opportunities for growth. It's about training your mind to see solutions where others see only barriers. Napoleon Hill offered practical strategies for nurturing this attitude. He advised beginning each day with gratitude. Taking a moment to reflect upon things you appreciate sets a positive tone, no matter the circumstances. Visualization was another critical technique he recommended. Clearly seeing yourself succeeding, despite present difficulties, helps condition your subconscious to expect and seek positive outcomes. Hill also taught the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences, individuals whose optimism uplifts and inspires rather than those who drain your energy with complaints and negativity. Imagine losing your job unexpectedly. A negative attitude might lead you to feel hopeless or defeated, hindering your progress. However, maintaining a positive mental attitude enables you to view this loss as a chance to pursue your true passion, explore new opportunities, or even start your own business. With positivity, setbacks transform into launching pads for new possibilities. Consider also the example of an athlete who experiences an injury just before a major competition. A negative mindset would focus solely on the misfortune, diminishing their motivation. Yet, an athlete practicing Hill's PMA would leverage this adversity, using the recovery time to develop greater mental strength, refine strategies, and emerge even stronger and more resilient. Embracing a positive mental attitude transforms life's inevitable trials into powerful catalysts for growth, fulfillment, and success, exactly as Napoleon Hill promised. Napoleon Hill's mastermind principle emphasizes that no great achievement is ever accomplished alone. He defined a mastermind alliance as the harmonious cooperation of two or more individuals who come together regularly, united by a shared goal and mutual support. According to Hill, when minds blend in harmony, a powerful energy emerges, far greater than the sum of individual talents. This energy fosters creativity, accelerates problem-solving, and opens doors to opportunities that might remain hidden to an individual acting alone. Consider the impact of being surrounded by positive, driven individuals who genuinely want to see you succeed. In such an environment, your ideas grow sharper, your confidence deepens, and your actions become bolder. Instead of getting stuck in cycles of indecision or doubt, a mastermind group provides clarity and encouragement, fueling you toward your objectives. The alliance serves as both accountability and inspiration. Imagine sharing a goal within your group, receiving constructive feedback, practical strategies, and motivational boosts that propel you forward faster than you ever could on your own. Real-life examples highlight the power of this principle vividly. Thomas Edison famously leveraged the collective brilliance of his laboratory assistants, transforming repeated failures into groundbreaking inventions. Andrew Carnegie relied heavily on his mastermind groups, gathering great minds around him, enabling him to build one of history's greatest fortunes. Their success wasn't accidental, it was the deliberate product of leveraging collective wisdom. Forming your own mastermind alliance can be transformative. Begin by carefully selecting a small group, ideally 3 to 5 individuals, who share your passion for growth, positivity, and achievement. Choose individuals who possess diverse strengths but common values. Establish regular meetings focused on mutual growth and specific goals. Consistency is critical, so meet frequently, weekly or bi-weekly, to keep momentum and accountability high. In your meetings, encourage honest discussion, active listening, and genuine support. Share both successes and challenges openly, and invite constructive advice. Celebrate progress together, maintaining an environment of positivity and encouragement. By consciously applying the mastermind principle in your life, you harness collective intelligence, amplify your personal power, and accelerate your journey to success, exactly as Napoleon Hill envisioned. Napoleon Hill identified fear as one of the most powerful and destructive forces that hold people back from achieving wealth and success. In his book Think and Grow Rich, he described fear as a silent killer of ambition, a mental roadblock that paralyzes potential and keeps people stuck in mediocrity. Fear of poverty, criticism, failure, loss of love, old age, and even death. These subtle but deeply rooted fears create invisible chains that stop individuals from taking the bold steps required to succeed. And even more dangerous is self-doubt, that quiet inner voice that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never make it." But Hill didn't just identify these fears, he gave us the tools to overcome them. One of the most powerful tools he recommended was autosuggestion. This is the practice of feeding your subconscious mind with positive, intentional statements every day. When you wake up each morning and affirm, "I am confident, capable, and destined for success," you begin to reprogram your internal beliefs. Over time, these statements replace fear-driven thoughts with courage and clarity. Repetition is key. Say it, write it, believe it, and your mind begins to align with your goals. Another powerful method Hill taught is visualization. This means seeing yourself already in possession of the success you desire. Picture yourself confidently walking into that boardroom, shaking hands after a successful deal, or celebrating a financial breakthrough. The brain doesn't fully distinguish between real and vividly imagined experiences, so the more you visualize success, the more your mind accepts it as possible and works to create it. If you're struggling with fear and self-doubt today, begin with small but intentional steps. Identify the specific fear holding you back. Write it down, then counter it with a positive truth. Repeat your affirmations daily. Create a mental image of your desired success and spend at least 5 minutes each day focusing on it. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. Replace hesitation with small actions, because every step forward, no matter how small, weakens fear's grip. According to Hill, when you master your mind, fear loses its power, and success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Napoleon Hill taught that persistence is the golden thread that ties desire to its eventual reward. Without it, even the strongest goals fade into frustration. Hill described persistence as the sustained effort necessary to induce faith and transform plans into action. It's not glamorous. It's not easy. But it's often the only thing that separates those who succeed from those who quit just before the breakthrough. Success rarely comes overnight. Temporary failure is part of the process, and Hill warned that most people give up at the first sign of resistance. But those who persist, who keep pushing even when it seems hopeless, are the ones who reach the top. Look at Thomas Edison, who failed over 10,000 times before inventing the electric light bulb. People laughed at him, doubted him, called him crazy, but he never stopped. His persistence wasn't fueled by luck or talent, it was a decision. A decision to keep going. Another example is Colonel Harland Sanders, the founder of KFC. He was in his 60s when he began pitching his fried chicken recipe to restaurants. Over 1,000 people rejected him before someone said yes. Imagine that, being turned down over 1,000 times and still believing your dream is worth it. That's the level of persistence Hill spoke of. Hill emphasized that persistence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. You develop it like a muscle, through consistent effort, even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. The key is desire. When your purpose burns strong enough, giving up doesn't feel like an option. If you've been trying and not seeing results, remember, temporary failure is not defeat. Every setback is feedback. Learn from it, adjust, and keep going. Don't allow discouragement to take root. Stay committed. Read your goals daily, Remind yourself why you started. Surround yourself with people who push you forward. Napoleon Hill was clear: persistent effort will eventually force life to yield its rewards. No matter how long it takes, if you keep moving forward, success is not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. Napoleon Hill introduced the concept of autosuggestion as a tool for programming the subconscious mind to accept and act upon your desires. Autosuggestion is the repeated, intentional feeding of thoughts into the mind until those thoughts become beliefs, and eventually, realities. Hill believed that our subconscious doesn't judge, it accepts whatever is fed to it consistently, whether good or bad. This means that if you keep repeating positive, wealth-oriented thoughts, your subconscious will begin to accept them as truth and guide your actions accordingly. One of the simplest techniques Hill taught is daily affirmations. Write out a clear, specific statement of your goal, such as, "I am attracting financial abundance through focused effort and service," and repeat it with emotion every morning and night. Speak it out loud, feel it as if it's already true, and allow that belief to settle deep within you. Over time, your subconscious begins to work in harmony with your conscious desires. Another method is visualization. Spend a few minutes each day picturing your ideal life. Imagine yourself achieving your goals, see the home you want, the lifestyle, the peace. Your brain responds to these images by creating new thought patterns, ones that support your vision. You can also include meditation as part of your practice. In a quiet state, repeat your affirmations or simply focus on your breath while holding your desired outcomes in mind. The more relaxed and focused you are, the more deeply the message sinks into your subconscious. Hill taught that with consistent autosuggestion, you reshape your mind, and by extension, your life. If you found value in these insights inspired by Napoleon Hill, make sure to subscribe for more powerful lessons on mindset, wealth, and personal growth. We share timeless wisdom, practical strategies, and motivational content to help you unlock your full potential. Stay inspired. Stay focused. Master your mind.